This is the Insta360 Go 3S Retro Special Edition. It's not an entirely new camera, but Insta360 has developed a new concept for the Go 3S, along with two new very special accessories. And even though it might seem that way at first glance, the new Go 3S isn't exactly the same as the standard version of the Go 3S. It's received a small but very useful hardware upgrade. Today we're taking a look at what's so cool about the new Go 3S, what features the new accessories offer, how to use them, and how the Retro Bundle differs from a standard Go 3S bundle. And interesting for all Go 3S users, there's a new update for the Go 3S with a range of interesting new features that aren't limited to the new Retro Bundle. The Go 3S Retro Special Edition was provided to me by Insta360. And a big shout out to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. One thing is clear at first glance. The Retro Bundle doesn't stand out for its new technical features, but rather for its aesthetics, its simplicity, its compact form factor, and that retro vibe. The Retro Bundle is available in two colors: Canvas White, which basically consists of a white Go 3S with colored stripes on the right side, while the Retro Viewfinder itself is white. The second color is Classic Red, a dark red that strongly evokes the 1970s in appearance. This version is significantly more eye-catching and perhaps even a bit cooler than the white version. The viewfinder itself is also entirely red, and only the red version features a striking Insta360 lettering on the top. Personally, I might even choose the red version over the white one, simply because it embodies that retro look even more strongly. But the bundle includes more than just the camera and the viewfinder. It also includes a brand new battery pack for charging the camera. This is necessary, because unlike the standard Go 3S bundle, the Retro Bundle doesn't include an action pod. You'll therefore need a different accessory to charge the camera. Additionally, there's an extra custom skin in case the camera's surface gets dirty or damaged. Then you can simply apply the new skin. Apart from that, there's a new strap that lets you hang the camera around your neck along with the viewfinder. And the magnetic pendant, which is also included in the standard package. This also features a strap that you can hang around your neck. You can then hide the magnetic pendant under your t-shirt and attach the camera magnetically to the front of your chest. The Retro Bundle is 100% a lifestyle product. It's designed to keep the camera and its form factor compact, look good and interesting, and still be functional. The look is enhanced by the high-quality new leather carrying case for the Retro Bundle. Unfortunately, however, this is not automatically included in the bundle. In addition to the retro aesthetic, the new viewfinder is what makes this bundle special. When you hold the camera sideways, that is when shooting or filming in landscape format, you look down at the viewfinder from above. It displays the image and framing of the camera lens, so you don't need a screen or smartphone to correctly assess the framing. And yes, that's cool in its own way and feels genuinely retro. The viewfinder also has a mirror on the front that lets you check the framing when you want to film yourself. The whole concept is very minimalist. To change settings on a camera, you have to connect it to your smartphone. And to make that easier and faster, an NFC connection to the smartphone has been built in. But you don't need the app to shoot. The Go 3S has a button on the front. You press and hold it, and the camera turns on. If you press the button once, you take a shot in the last active capture mode. For example, a photo. If you press the button twice, you take a video. And that's basically it. This single button and the viewfinder to check the framing. That's all you need. It's a cool, very stylish gadget. But let's take a look at how the Go 3S Retro Bundle works and how to use it. As mentioned at the beginning, the Retro Bundle comes with a so-called battery pack. And this unassuming battery pack has a lot to offer. It's not just a charging station. The battery pack has a built-in battery. You charge it via the USB-C port on the side. When you press the battery status button on the side, the color of the LED light indicates the charge status of the built-in battery. You place the Go 3S on the battery pack so that the lens is positioned on the side of the charging pins. The red light on the bottom of the camera indicates that the Go 3S is now charging. The battery pack itself has indentations on the top and bottom and is compatible with various Go 3S accessories. For example, it can be attached to the magnetic pendant, the extremely useful pivot stand, and it's also compatible with the quick release mount. This means you can place the Go 3S in the battery pack, attach the battery pack to the pivot stand for example, and then film while charging the camera at the same time. But as we've already seen, the real highlight of the Retro Bundle is the new viewfinder. You place the camera in the viewfinder so that the lens points towards the mirror. When you look down at the top viewfinder from above, the mirror reflects the camera's framing quite accurately. This works well when you hold the camera sideways in landscape mode, and also feels cool and pretty retro. It's less suitable for shooting in portrait mode. To switch to portrait mode, you have to rotate the camera sideways and hold it upright. In this case, you have to look at the viewfinder from the side, which feels a bit unusual. If you want to take a selfie, remove the small magnetic cover on the bottom and place it on top of the upper viewfinder. Now the light coming in from above is blocked, and the mirror on the front reflects the camera's framing. This is an extremely well-designed solution. And there's more. You can also mount the Go 3S in the viewfinder and charge it simultaneously with the battery pack. To do this, remove the longer cover on the bottom and replace it with the battery pack. This works flawlessly. You can now even attach the viewfinder along with the battery pack to an additional mount. You can easily take shots with the viewfinder and battery pack, check the framing, and charge the camera at the same time. What you can do is change camera settings or download the recorded files from the camera. The Go 3S doesn't have an SD card slot, only internal storage. This, for example, is the 128GB version. To download the files or change the camera settings, you need to connect the camera to a smartphone using the Insta360 app. And Insta360 has come up with a way to make this as easy as possible. By connecting to your smartphone via NFC, you simply hold the camera against the NFC field on the back of your smartphone. Here I'm using an iPhone 17 Pro, whose NFC field is located on the back next to the cameras. The camera is recognized immediately, connects and automatically opens the album with your recordings. In my opinion, this new connection feature is extremely important and useful, as it saves you the hassle of opening the app and connecting manually. Because one thing must be clear, unlike the standard Go 3S bundle, you're reliant on the app. This NFC connection is new to the Go 3S, and as you can imagine, it required a hardware upgrade to the camera. That means even if you update the standard version of the Go 3S with the latest firmware, this feature won't be available to you. It is an exclusive feature of the special edition of the Go 3S. But the NFC connection with the phone isn't the only new feature. Similar to the Ace Pro 2, the Go 3S has also received several film filters. You can activate them here in the app. For example, there's negative film, positive film, CC film, NC film, or the very beautiful Wes Anderson style vintage vacation look. The new looks fit very well with the retro vibe of the new Go 3S and work well for both photos and videos. And unlike the NFC connection, the new filters are also available for the standard version of the Go 3S after the update. It's time to compare the two versions and consider who the new retro bundle is the better choice for and who should opt for the standard version of the Go 3S instead. While there are now new mini cameras like the Go Ultra and the DJI Osmo Nano, I'd go so far to say that the Go 3S is still the smallest, truly high-quality 4K camera. So if the smallest possible form factor is important to you, it's still a very good choice. It captures absolutely high-quality footage in 4K and also takes very good photos with an extremely wide angle. And unlike a smartphone, it's extremely rugged and waterproof up to 10 meters without an additional case. So it's a perfect vacation camera. And while the retro bundle comes with the viewfinder and battery pack, the standard Go 3S bundle includes not only the pivot stand, it also includes the action pod, which charges the Go 3S and features a flip-up screen. This allows you to use the Go 3S like a regular action camera. But as mentioned, the standard version of the Go 3S cannot be connected to a smartphone as quickly and easily via NFC. So how much does the new Retro Bundle Special Edition cost? And which version of the Go 3S should you buy? The 128GB version of the Retro Bundle costs $320, making it $60 cheaper than the standard Go 3S bundle. The 64GB version costs $299. For a limited time after launch, both versions are discounted by $20. Bringing the prices down to $300 and $280. And as always, I can offer you an exclusive affiliate gift. For the Go 3S Retro Bundle, you'll get a high-quality stylish leather case that fits the new Go 3S perfectly. For the standard bundle, also a useful carry case. In both cases, you'll only receive the gift if you use the link in the description. And this offer is likely time limited. So what would I recommend? The new Retro Bundle is definitely a lifestyle product. If you like the look, it's a very useful and stylish gadget. But of course it has to appeal to you. It's less about functionality and more about aesthetics and the feeling it evokes. If, on the other hand, you're more interested in functionality and practical use, I'd go for the standard bundle, which is also currently on sale. If you already own the Go 3S, you can of course buy the viewfinder or the battery pack as standalone accessories. As I said, you'll find links to the cameras and accessories in the description below. What do you think of the new Retro Bundle? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're interested in a comparison between the Go Ultra and the Go 3S, check out my detailed comparison on the topic. There will of course be more videos on the Go 3S and new releases from Insta360. Give me a like as feedback if you found this video interesting, stay tuned and see you next time.